How's your school stuff going?
All right, so we should be live in the group. I'll just double check on that. Pretty sure we'll be live though. So, hey everybody, how's it going? If you want to say hi, let us know you're on and watching it. Let me just update this real quick. Okay, we are good. We are on. We've been on for 15 seconds already. Okay, so we'll just get to it. So hopefully you guys can see me okay. I just set up my new office at my home. I'm going to get some more lighting in here so you can actually see my face. But I'm here with Kristen Golightly tonight. And Kristen is an executive in Nu Skin. And I'll let her kind of share her story of how she got started and why she's doing this business. But we want to talk a little bit today about what do you do to build your business, right? What's the kind of mindset that you need? And I think Kristen's a great example of the type of mindset that you need to really reach high levels of success. And also, what are the activities and the things that you should do on a daily basis? And so Kristen's going to share some of that with us of just what she's doing. She's really taking massive action right now in her business. And, you know, great example, just her actions are producing results, right? So she's not someone that's just kind of telling people what to do, but she's actually out there doing it. She's a busy single mom. She's a student. She's got 3 kids, ages, I believe, 2, 4, and 6. And, you know, she's really superwoman, making this thing happen, building her business. And she's got a huge goal to qualify for the South Africa success trip, you know, and she's just got this rock solid belief and working super hard. And so, I'm going to just turn it over to you, Chris, and I'll jump on a little bit later and just share some of my tips as far as what to do on a daily basis. But just why don't you just introduce yourself and share with the group what are you doing that's producing great results for you and your team?
Okay, yeah. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm Kristen. I just live in Orem, Utah. And I've been with the company since July. So just really, I don't even know how long that is, like 5 months-ish. So, but yeah, I'm super grateful for the company. I joined at a really weird time in my life. I was going through a lot of hardship and yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, so I'm like trying to think what to say with so yeah, I went through a lot of issues back in January. I went through like a nasty divorce and a lot of issues. So I felt like I was at rock bottom. But Nu Skin came into my life just, right at the right time. I guess it was like an answer to my prayers. So yeah, I have a special needs son that's 4. And at the time I was working full time as a medical assistant. And it was really hard just to, leave my kids all day. And, I figured I was paying my babysitter more than, what I was making hourly. So, I just thought, I'm like, okay, well, these are my circumstances. I'm not going to let it cripple me. I have to do something though. So, I just kind of jumped right into Nu Skin and I made a decision. I'm like, well, this is going to be my job. Like, I'm going to do it. So, yeah, I quit my medical assisting job so I could focus on this. But yeah, so I have a lot of like little tips. I just wrote them down. So yeah, I'm really busy throughout the day. Like I said, my son has like autism, so yeah, my days are really busy. Just mom life, and I go to school full time, so it's been really difficult for me to manage my time. So I just wrote a few things down that I've been doing. I guess just adding work into my daily schedule. So I just made it a priority that, this is going to be my job, and I just try to remember my reason why. And so I have to be really focused on what I do or things don't get done because I'm a procrastinator. So I think it's hard um, sometimes being your own boss because you don't have like strict deadlines or, certain hours that you have to clock in. So I kind of have to, be really strict with myself. I write everything down every day and I make sure I do all these daily tasks. So I'm going to read some of them. So yeah, I just have a notebook and I write down all my tasks that I'm going to do that day, and I pretty much put tallies in once I complete everything. So I wake up an hour before my kids, and I just focus on recruiting just for a straight hour. So I'm not like, going through boost groups. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just strictly, messaging people to recruit them. Um, and then, so yeah, then I go throughout my day, go to school, all that. And then I have an hour scheduled every day between my two classes to, just work on business. So I really got to schedule that time in. But yeah, then I'm just, I go to a lot of appointments with my kids. I'm in and out of like classrooms and stuff. So I don't have like a lot of time. So I just have to be really smart with my time. So after I do mom life like pretty much all day, and then I put my kids down, and then I'll really focus again on work. So I just go through my Facebook, I clean up messages, a lot of the time, I don't get around to all this until like 12 a.m. So, and that's when normal people are sleeping. So I go through my messenger and I create a bunch of messages to send to people, but I don't hit send yet because, I don't want to wake people up. But yeah, I just go through, create all these messages, and then in the morning I send them all off. So that's been really helpful for me as far as, really making time to recruit people and, you know, reply to everybody's messages. Um, and then, yeah, I just keep track of my daily goals I have that day, and I also follow up with all my customers. I check in with my upline every single day. That's like the best thing I can do. I'm always like looking to improve. I try to be coachable. I obviously want to ask everybody else that's been doing this like a lot longer than I have. So I wrote caffeine on my list next. I drink a lot of Red Bull. And yeah, I wrote on my little list, you just got to remember your reason why. Um, and you just go off that. Like my reason why are my kids. I have to be very active with new skin, or my kids don't eat. So it's like pretty simple to me. All my insecurities, I have like fear of rejection of people. I just think, you know what, my reason why is so much more important than my own selfish fears. So I just stick with that. Like my kids need me right now. So yeah, that's why I'm doing new skin, and that's, I just keep reminding myself my reasons why. And then I wrote on my list, make zero excuses. So I remind myself that every day, I probably have like a million things I could say, excuse wise, like, well, I don't get any child support, so I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that. But no, like, really it's up to me. Like, this is my life and I have to do something about it. So, yeah, so my kids depend on me. So, yeah, that's my reason why. Let me see, where did my other list go? So yeah, but I'm like a total note taker, so I'm always just like jotting down like little notes like for myself, like for real. Like I just have to, keep reminding myself. But really, I don't know where my other paper went. Oh, here it is. But yeah, really, I just have to be really strict, like I said, with myself. I have weekly goals. So a lot of the time, we all procrastinate and we're all freaking out like the last week of the month, trying to get our volumes up. So it's really helped me to just have my weekly goals. And so, I set a goal every day at the end of the month, or not the end of the month, end of the week. I have to hit 1,000 group volume, sales volume. And that's just like my tasks I give myself. And then on my little notepad, it
For
says,
that, Kirsten, I'll just
you're frozen. Am I frozen still? Nick? Am I frozen? Hello, can you hear me? Am I frozen? You were like wigging out, Nick. I don't know if I'm on.
Yeah, so my end's breaking up over here, so hopefully you guys could hear that.
I just got a message from Blake saying you're not frozen, but Nick is. I can't even see Nick, and I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear me? All I can see is the like the Blue Jeans app or whatever. I don't know if I'm still on Facebook.
Reasons why.
Am I back?
Okay. All right, I think we'll just, all right, so sorry guys. So anyway, you've turned your into, fuel for why you are doing it. And so I think that's really important, is just to start with the end in mind and, find out what exactly do you want to get out of this business and why. Why do you want that? Okay, you want to make $5,000 per month. Well, why? Because the money itself is not going to be enough motivation for you to get out there and do the work every day. There's got to be some bigger reason behind it. And so, figure that piece out first. And then I really liked what you said, Kristen, about you schedule time to recruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't just, it's not just like that's the number one most important thing that we do all day, every day, is we recruit and we build our team. And so, I recently, I asked Brent a question about, how do I balance, driving lines in my team and developing my team with my own personal recruiting. And he just said, you have to schedule an appointment with yourself where you're 100% focused on recruiting. So you're not doing anything people, right? So not the same people you've in the opportunity that, and then so Kristen, do you have anything else? There's just because you're going for the trip to South Africa, and there's a gap right there to get that, but there's no reason why you can't do it, right? We've got 2 full months. So do you just want to share, part of what maybe just kind of your mindset for success as far as, why do you think that you can get on the South Africa success trip? Because there's a lot of people that are about as far away from the trip as you are or further, but why do you think that you can get on the trip?
Well, I don't think I can get on the trip. I know I can because I already made up that mindset. So yeah, like I already made the choice and I already reserved my babysitters for that week in March. Like I'm going on that trip. So, I am pretty stubborn and yeah, I'm putting in all the hours and, just going on my daily tasks. And, just like I said, I don't know where I cut off, but yeah, I have all these weekly goals I have to meet. And if that means I'm pulling all-nighters some nights, I do. So, yeah, I'm gonna get on that trip. So really, it's just a mindset. We all have trials we're going through. We all have a lot of crap, but you just make it work. So if it's Red Bull and just waking up before your kids, or a lot of the times I don't have time to like text people back, so I'm sending voice messages. I'm driving, I'm sending voice messages, like just like trying to reply to everybody. Yeah, I'm just holding myself accountable. I'm not making any excuses, and I love this Nu Skin team. A lot of I've met all my best friends and pretty much family on this team. So yeah, I think Nu Skin's great, and just reach up to your upline all the time because that's what I do, and be coachable, and it's got me far. Just I just take advice I learned from all the good ones. So whoever your upline is, they know what they're talking about. They've been doing this a lot longer than you have, so you probably should listen. So yeah, I'm just always picking apart Nick, Kyla, like Kalani, Blake's brain, like all the time. Like I'm asking questions, like, but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, I love that. So, I mean, you guys can hear what she said. She made a decision. She doesn't think she can do it. She knows she can do it. And that's a decision, right? You have chosen to adopt that mindset and have that type of attitude. It wasn't just like you were born with this, like you were born to do Nu Skin, right? It was,
Right.
no, you're putting in the work, you're putting in late, long hours. I know you told me you've got a goal for every week, how much volume you're going to do every week. It's not just like you're lollygagging around in the last week and a half of the month. You're like, okay, I better get to work, right? You're precise, you're strategic, you know what you're doing every day, you know what you need to hit every week to get your goal. You told
Yeah.
me that you are also blocking out a piece of time to like and interact with other people's posts, up to, you know, like dozens of people. You know, you said actually the number you said was 100 people per day you were liking and commenting on their posts, creating engagement with them.
Yeah.
Some other things that I think are really important is, as we kind of finish this up, just as far as, because we titled this Daily Method of Operations to give you guys some kind of bullet points, is, you know, for me, my personal or my daily method of operation is first thing in the morning as I wake up, and I'm going to feed my mind, right, and my soul with personal development, right? So we have a list of books. It's called just personal development. If you look in the files in our group, there's a list of books in there. They're going to help you to develop a mindset for success. Learn how to develop that confidence in yourself to be able to make a decision like Kristen did, and help you move past your self-limiting beliefs. And so I do a combination of reading, affirmations, visualizing, trying to feel how I would feel if I had already accomplished my goals. And what that does is it gets rid of any doubt and fear, and it instills me with faith and with that conviction that yes, I can reach my goals. The next thing is recruiting. So recruiting every single day, and asking people if they, who do you know that might want to make extra money on social media working from home with their kids, or asking them directly, or asking for a referral post. But that's the number one income producing activity. So you got to think about everything that you do. Is it producing volume and income for you or not? And if it's not, then you need to be honest with yourself and make a decision that you need to spend more time on income producing activities like talking to people, sharing the products and the opportunity. Another good thing to do is to follow up with customers. They're a great source of referral posts and people to join your team. And obviously be posting, right? Or live things you're passionate about, things that are uplifting, inspirational, following the 80-20 rule, posting 80% about life and then 20% about business and products. And obviously adding new people so that new people all the time can be seeing your posts and interacting with them. I just did a recruitment post tonight, and I had some lady that I added up here in Seattle, and she commented, and she's probably going to buy a tube and do a post this week. So you never know what's going to happen. But I think with that, I think we'll wrap it up. But Kristen, anything else you want to say as far as like to your team about any last words of advice?
Really? Yeah, just like everybody says all the time, you hear it, like there's no magic sauce or whatever. Like it really is just time and hard work. I hear a lot of people say all the time, or like I'll have team members say like, oh, well, it's not working out. I try really hard, but everybody says no. And then I say like, well, how many people are you talking to? Because I get rejected like, oh my gosh, if I had $1 for every time I got rejected, I'd be super rich right now. But you just have to brush it off and go for the yeses. Like I think I cut out like, or I thought I was frozen, so I didn't finish my list. I just want to say really quick, like, so my daily goals. So like you said, I have to interact with 100 people on Facebook every day, like comment, like, because every time you comment on somebody's post, it's like leaving a business card for free. So it's like, the modern way to leave a business card is interacting on Facebook, whether that means, like cute baby or whatever. So that's like my work is like interacting on Facebook. And then just one other goal I want to share. Well, it's not a goal, it's like my thing I have to do every day or I don't go to sleep. I have to have either one new recruit or two referral posts. So that's what I have to do every single day, or I'm up till 3 a.m. So yeah, you just, you gotta like just say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then like the last like week of the month, just you're like messaging your uplines. You're like, how can I, become rich in like a day or whatever. Like it's just daily tasks. You don't see full results until you're really doing it. You can't expect to like lose 20 pounds and get a six pack by going to the gym one time. Like I've never worked out myself or any of that, but I heard that if you want to, lose weight and like become ripped and all that, you have to like continue to go to the gym for like at least a month straight, and then you might start seeing like the muscle underneath your fat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm always like thinking of like weird analogies, but like for real, like you don't see results right away. Like some days I feel like, well, crap, I put 6 hours, into this day, and I didn't make that much. But really, you just keep going. You might not know it all, but you just gotta, keep on swimming. That's what I always say. Like Dory, keep on swimming. But yeah, that's all I got. Just hard work and keep a positive attitude, and because you attract what you put out there. So just keep going.
I love that. That's perfect. So, and my last comment is Dan McCormick on the Millionaire Training Circle call that I shared to the group on Saturday. He said, that you're always planting seeds, and one person that you reach out to, it could result in you earning tens of dollars or hundreds of dollars, potentially thousands of dollars, and, potentially millions of dollars, depending on, if that person joins your team and what kind of organization that they build. And so, you're always planting seeds. And Kristen, you're amazing. Thanks so much for everything you're doing. And I'm excited to be there in South Africa with you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good night.